Welcome back to the homestead. My name is Therese. If you're new here, we're glad you found us. Myself, along with my husband Kevin and our son Andrew, we are the Homesteading Hills. Today I'm doing a series, and I'm going to continue on with that series of making the Easter supper. So far we have done the Easter ham, and that video should be up. I also will put all these videos in a playlist for y'all, so look for that playlist. Today we're going to do Southern style macaroni and cheese. So for that recipe, we're going to use 1 pound of elbow macaroni noodles, which we have here, 3 cans of evaporated milk, 3 eggs, 24 ounces of cheese, and I'm going to use 3 different kinds of cheese just to make it a little more tasty, I think. A 1/4 cup of butter, which is a 1/2 stick, a pinch of cayenne pepper, 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, and 1 teaspoon of dry mustard. And that's all that goes in this recipe. So first off, we are going to set our oven to 350 degrees. Then we're going to be adding 1 pound of elbow macaroni to some boiling water. We're going to give this a stir. We're going to boil it for 1 minute less than the recommended directions on whatever pasta you're using. So in this case, for this package, we're going to set the timer for 7 minutes. So while our macaroni noodles are cooking on the stove, we're going to make kind of what I'd call our sauce. So I'm going to shake these 3 cans of evaporated milk, and we'll get them opened and put into our bowl here. We'll go ahead and add the 2nd can of our evaporated milk in. Okay. Now we'll do our 3rd. So I'm going to go ahead and add this 3rd can in. I'm going to go ahead and crack our 3 eggs in. I'm going to add in our spices, which again is the salt, the pepper, and the dry mustard, guys. A pinch of cayenne, or more than a pinch. Spice things up a bit. I'm going to use a whisk and just get this all combined together. I'm going to go ahead and set this aside. So our noodles are done. The timer just went off. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to drain them and just let them sit while we finish grating our cheese. Then we'll assemble our Southern style mac and cheese, get it in the oven, and we'll move on to our next side dish. So now we're ready to assemble our macaroni and cheese casserole. I'm going to put about 1/4 of these noodles into the pan. We're just going to do some layers, almost kind of like lasagna layers. So about that much. Then I'm going to put some cheese over the top of that. Okay, maybe just a little bit more. Then we're going to do our 2nd layer of noodles. Spread them out. A little bit more here. And some more cheese over the top of that. Maybe a little more cheese. You can't have too much cheese, right, guys? Okay. third layer here. I'm just gonna need enough for my fourth layer, so just a little more here. More cheese over the top of that. And our last layer of macaroni. Followed by our last layer of cheese. And you can use whatever your favorite cheese is for this, guys. I just like the flavor that Gouda gives it. You can also take, if you have the time and the desire, this would be great. This is gonna bake at 350 degrees. This would be great to do this in your smoker. If you have a wood pellet smoker, or put it in at 350 and cook it just like you would in the oven. And it'll give it that yummy smoked flavor to this mac and cheese. Okay, that is looking pretty cheesy, guys. What do y'all think? Okay. Now I'm gonna bring back in that mixture that we made with the evaporated milk, the eggs, the spices, and this is gonna get poured right over the top of this. Just distribute as evenly as we can right over the top of it. It's nice and even. Okay. Okay, guys, one last step before we pop this in the oven, and that is to take that 1/4 cup of butter, the half a stick, just put it in some different cubes, and we're just gonna kind of layer it just right over the top, just like that. Okay, now we're gonna pop this in the oven again at the 350 for 40 to 45 minutes, and I'll be back with you to show you what it looks like after that and tell you where to go from there. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in. So our macaroni and cheese is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove it, and then this needs to sit for 20 minutes. So we'll go ahead and let it sit for 20 minutes, guys, but that's what we're looking like. Looks beautiful. Gorgeous.